studios in Los Angeles.
On the old program today, Carmen Electra from the naughty movie Mardi Gras Spring Break joins me to talk about two of my favorite things, bad pickup lines and tranny fights. Then the future is here. We're going to check out some ridiculously expensive Back to the Future Marty McFly Nikes and the affordable Star Wars Adidas and sneakerheads.
Then Chris Hardwick rates the Revo home theater on Gadgetron. Now you never have to leave the comfort of your couch. And Gears of War 3 has arrived, and Adam Sessler revs up his chainsaw assault rifle for a review on Game Break. Summer's over, fall is here, and it's almost Thanksgiving.
Yes, it's time for snowmen and grannies shotgunning beers.
One of the things that made TV better was Tom Selleck's Magnum P.I. There was so much Hawaii, helicopters, intrigue, and of course, Tom Selleck's mustache.
Dreamy. And now, Selleck's cookie duster has been exported in a supercut of great films, and here it is accompanied to the soaring anthem to adventure, the Magnum P.I. theme.
Okay?
I don't know. I've told you many times before, Candace. Tom Selleck is the only man that I've ever found attractive. And,
right, because of the mustache.
Well, yeah, exactly. And that was when it was him, and I mean, occasionally Burt Reynolds sometimes. But now
obviously.
Now I'm attracted to all of the actors in that video, and it's really confusing. I honestly don't know what to do right now. I don't know what to do.
Okay, here's my first suggestion. Do not look into the studio audience.
Why not?
Don't do it.
Oh my God!
No, Kevin! Kevin, don't
Oh my
do it!
God, that's so majestic!
No! Kevin! Come back! Kevin!
Construction. I'm talking about construction because it's dangerous work, right? We got to respect it.
Yeah, well, especially in Russia.
It happens.
That was perfect timing with the smoke.
Yeah, even the buildings in Russia are fall-down drunks. That's what we learned from that.
That was Russia's version of Pixar's Up, yeah? I think it was.
Oh, yes, our number one is from the wretched land of drunken fistfights and STDs known as the Jersey Shore.
Now, to be clear, it's not a clip from MTV's reality show or its knockoffs. It's actually from the Jersey Shore.
Yeah. Listen, the producers of the web show The Scary Snowman should have expected this reaction while trying to scare the horrid people of New Jersey. Oh, come on!
Okay. The snowman fell on a child.
Yeah.
Stay classy, Jersey.
Yeah. But thanks to that video, I now have the solution to most of Jersey's problems. I think I figured it out.
What is it?
I think we need to put Snooki into a snowman suit.
Which one?
Do the chant one more time. I want to see that dance. You guys mind? Thanks. What was that? Did you run? Don't hurt. Whoa. Don't hurt yourself.
My bra just fell
Oh, here, let me get it. I'll get it.
My bra fell down.
I'll get it.
Sure is
I'll
see-through right now.
We
Read the thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna totally read. Let's zoom in. Today's number one item comes to us from yeah, no, it was cool. Today's number one item was almost that, but the one that it would have been.
Applauding.
It would have been. But our actual number one comes to us from a recent University of Michigan football game.
Yeah. Tailgating at college football game is a time-honored tradition of drunks everywhere.
Yeah, and in case you were wondering, age is not an issue.
1, 2, 3, go!
Shotgun the insured.
Congratulations for having awesome grandmas.
Yeah. And sorry about their upcoming appearances on G4's newest show, Grampus PD. Here we go.
All right, enough. Ma'am, how much have you been drinking tonight?
Oh, that's none of your business, young man.
Do you know what time it is?
Yeah, it's drink o'clock. Help me up, boys.
Granny, 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 Granny. Granny, Granny, Granny,
Okay, all right, guys. We got a noise complaint. We're gonna have to shut this party down.
You pig.
All right, that's enough.
Free show.
Whoa! Granny, 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 Granny.
On the next episode of Grampus PD, a senior citizen takes her walker of shame. Watch an all-new episode of Grampus PD tonight, only on G4.
Still ahead, we've got shoes from the future in Sneakerheads.
But first, sex gets creepy when Drunkle Tad hits the beach.
Hey, offenders. Attack of the Show posted my bail and sent me to Venice Beach, California to offer people sex advice. So strap on your rollerblades and let down your Speedos. This is Sex Man on the Beach.
I've been dating this really cool guy.
Uh-huh.
I went over to his house, I used the bathroom,
Yeah.
and while looking for a roll of toilet paper underneath the sink, I found a box of adult diapers. That's strange.
Hey, adult diapers are good enough for astronauts. They're good enough for... Hang on a minute. My point being about... I'm very pro adult diapers. Like I always say, if I can touch just one person down there, it's been worth it. Everything else is just the sauce from that. I'll see you next time, as I'm in your...
This portion of Attack of the Show is brought to you by AutoZone. Parts are just part of what we do. Get in the zone, AutoZone. If getting off your couch to use a computer seems exhausting, don't worry.
Yeah, today's Gadget Prawn is here to help you, you lazy bastard.
Ever find yourself plopped on the couch wishing your TV had a computer attached to it? Well, Acer hopes so. Their answer is the Acer Revo 100. With its slim and practical design, the Revo is sure to fit in with any living room. Complete with a Blu-ray drive and removable touchpad controller, the Revo also features Acer's ClearFi program that makes connecting to other devices on your network and sharing media on your television a breeze. You can put the Acer Revo 100 in your living room for $549.
Welcome back, Chris Hardwick.
Did you say
It's nice to have you here.
putting the sexy back in the...
Yeah. Oh my gosh, you're just as sexy as I am.
Stop crying. Why are you crying?
Okay. Even sexier.
No, it's an emotional moment.
The Acer Revo 100
Yes.
is the latest entry from Acer into the home theater PC market. It's slim and it looks like it'll fit in with almost any living room, but what did you think of the design?
Actually, I think the design is really cool. It's beautiful. It's like...
It's sexy?
It is very sexy. It's like Acer sent someone to steal Sony's plans for the Slimline PS2 in 2004, but they got stuck in some weird time loop and they weren't able to get it out till now. I don't know how wormholes work. You can remove the stand and lay it flat like a traditional Blu-ray player. There's also 3 USB ports and an SD card slot. So while it only has a 750 gig hard drive, I know it's funny we're saying only 750 gigs now, the USB 2.0 ports make it very easy to hook up extra media storage. The really cool thing is this trackpad and the keyboard.
Yeah,
so
I like the trackpad.
The trackpad on the here's the thing. It slides out from here, like you can see that. You know, you slide it back in, you slide it right back. Oh, there it is. There you see. Matt Myra's hands right there. Whoa!
Those
look
are
at
your
that.
hands.
Oh, those are my hands. I'm
Yes.
sorry. Yeah, those are my hands. So you poke the thing right here, and there's your keyboard. And then if you want to get over to the mouse pad, then you have to poke it again, which is a little cumbersome sometimes if you're typing on the web and then you want to jump to the mouse. And we also couldn't
You have to poke it twice?
You have to poke it twice.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Hey.
And then we couldn't figure out a way to right-click. We could not figure out a way to right-click, and I'm sure there must be a way. One of the most powerful tools in computing is the right-click.
Yeah, of course.
So we couldn't
figure
get
it
to
out.
that. This trackpad was sometimes a little unresponsive. Found ourselves sometimes having to click a few times for it to register. But like I said, when you hit the button, the keyboard lights up. Here's the thing I think about this trackpad, though. I think it's slightly too big to just use for thumbs, because I have tiny squirrel hands. But it's slightly too small to fit in your lap like a keyboard. So I just, honestly...
It's an odd size.
It is a little odd size for me, but that's just me. Otherwise,
But
I liked
for people
it.
with big man hands, it might be perfect.
They might like it, yeah. Like how my hands hulked out for that shot before, and I was using it then.
It was
totally
perfect.
fine. Yeah.
Now, the Revo has a fairly low power processor. Was that something that you noticed when using it?
Yeah, it only has a 1.3 gigahertz processor, which is like a cell phone. So it's not like a regular computing. It can come across as a little slow sometimes. We ran multiple startup tests and found it took an average of about a minute and a half before we could start actually browsing the web. Who has 90 seconds? Chances are, though, that you will keep this on all the time. So it's not something you'll be rebooting up a lot.
Okay.
We had to sort of adjust our expectations as far as performance was concerned. This really wasn't something that was designed to be a workhorse. So don't think you're going to run, a ton
Everything on it.
a lot of really busy stuff on it. It really is. It's a Blu-ray player. Kind of lets you casually surf the web if you want.
Well, that being said, how is it as a media center?
Actually, it was pretty great. It was pretty great. We streamed HD video from Netflix, Hulu. Found the image was great. Colors were vibrant. Internet browsing was comfortable. The trackpad keyboard combo was fairly intuitive. We do recommend connecting this with Ethernet, just so you always have a solid data connection. I mean, if you can, I always say, like wire it if you can.
Okay.
Blu-ray looked great on this. It handled passive scan, high bitrate movies with no problem. And with the HDMI and optical audio out, it sounded really great too.
All right, the Revo 100 is available now from Newegg for $550. At that price, what are we rating it, Chris Hardwick?
All right, I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5. 1, 2, 3. Here's the thing. A home theater PC is a really, really cool idea. It was a little hard to execute. I love the idea, but I love where they're going. The trackpad keyboard is one of our favorite features we've seen in a while. It'll sort of make you feel like the MCP keyboard from the original Tron, the way it lights up, which I don't know if you want to pay almost $600 for that. We do think the price, like I said, is a little high, and that's why it's only getting a 3. If it were less, then maybe I would give it a little bit. Yeah, because really what it is, it's a Blu-ray player with some internet on it. So I guess we figured this would be for someone who wants to ditch their television and just have internet, and you have a nice TV, but you don't want to pay for cable. Then maybe you could do that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I still think like $549
It's still great.
It's still a great machine.
Still a
I'd love to
3.
see it come down a little bit on price, and then we would have given it a higher rating.
Okay.
Right.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Self-lacing shoes are now a reality.
We're going back to the future in today's Sneakerheads.
Is summer over already? Well, even if you're heading back to the grind or just hitting the books, We've got a kick-ass round of sci-fi sneaks to keep your feet in a good mood. Thank the maker. The new Hoth line of Adidas Star Wars sneakers has finally arrived. We got a first look at these Empire Strikes Back kicks earlier this summer, but now Adidas has added 3 additional low tops to their fall-winter line. First up are these black leather Samba sneaks, which have been highlighted with blue and yellow racing stripes and have the Rebel Alliance logo pressed into the heel. There's also this Luke Skywalker pair made of white leather, blue stripes, and a Rebel hockey helmet imprinted on the back, making either pair perfect for taking on the frozen tundra of Hoth. But if you prefer your kicks to have more of a sinister feel, you'll want to lace up in these AT-AT-inspired pairs. These black and white kicks have been decked out with winter camouflage and are finished with blood red trim, perfect for any Imperial commander. All of these kicks can be picked up over at shopadidas.com, but will cost you 95 to 100 bones. Now, we've been praying to the sneaker gods, and great Scott! They've finally answered! The holy grail for all sneakerheads, the Marty McFlys from Back to the Future 2, have finally been released. As part of a team-up with the Michael J. Fox Foundation to raise money to fight Parkinson's disease, 1,500 pairs were just auctioned off on eBay over a 10-day period. Each pair is a replica of the classic high top. They've been made of space-age materials, and though there are no power laces, they are packed with a battery to power the LED lights. And yes, they work.
4 hours on a single charge.
Most pairs sold for a few $1,000s each, with reports of some fans paying as much as $37,000. While these kicks may be sold out now, we expect this futuristic footwear to be a hot commodity in the online auction world. So whether you're heading back to the future or just traveling to a galaxy far, far away, we've got the kicks for all of you sci-fi sneakerheads.
Oh, you want some?
Still ahead, rev up your Lancers. Gears of War 3 has arrived, and X-Wing Adam Sessler has a review.
And later, Carmen Electra drops by to talk about Mardi Gras. Things
like
getting
that.
dirty.
Carry the 1, 19. That's it. We're screwed. Mush, 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 damn it, mush. Damn, it's cold.
Are you guys still laughing at my height?
Yes, only because I've never felt.
Look at this right
I've never felt tall in my life, but I do right now.
This week, Chris Moore brought some bridesmaids to the show.
See if they survived on DV Tuesday.
Please welcome back film expert Chris Gore. All right, Chris, what up first?
Well, first we have Bridesmaids.
Oh, love this movie. It's actually one of my favorite movies I've seen in a really long time. But do you think it's a good comedy for guys, too?
Well, you know what? I predicted that you would like it because you're a chick.
Yeah.
What I think we want to know here is, will dudes like this movie? And I got to say, it's hilarious.
You trickster.
Yeah, I tricked you. This is like I imagine women talk when I'm not around. They talk like dudes. And they talk like sailors. Yeah, it's great. I mean, the humor is really raw. I mean, how real was it for you?
It was very real.
Oh, well, see? Authentic. Yeah, but it was really funny, and the chemistry with all of them was so good. And Melissa McCarthy is especially good. She's the curvier girl amongst the bridesmaids. I thought she was amazing.
She just won an Emmy, right?
Yeah.
Good
There you go.
All right, what extras does it come with? This is my favorite part we're showing right now, actually.
The extras, it's loaded with extras. It's basically deleted scenes and what Judd Apatow calls line-o-rama, which is where they just have actors just do line after line after line. You know, there's the scene where Kristen Wiig gets in the fight with that girl in the jewelry shop. There's like a 15-minute version of that scene.
No.
They could have made an entirely different version of Bridesmaids using different line readings. There's so much on it. And it's funny. It's unbelievable what they lost.
Well, Kristen Wiig is just so funny anyways.
Yeah, no, I mean, this isn't just a movie for chicks.
Yay.
I have to say, I was sucked in.
So bottom line?
Bottom line is buy. Yeah. A lot of fun.
All right, what's the next DVD?
Hung Season 2.
Now, does this show make you want to become a gigolo, Chris?
You know, it's not as romantic as I thought it would be. If you do the research,
Does he show his ween a lot?
you know what? There's a lot of female nudity in this, but there's a lot of female nudity, but there's a lot of dude nudity too.
So you see it.
So yeah, so
the whole thing.
So one for you, one for me. It's fair.
I don't need to see that. I don't care to.
But Hung is great. I mean, it's set in Detroit, and Thomas Jane's character is kind of down and out and just trying to get his life together after his divorce. And this is a viable way to make money. And you know, with my Star Wars action figures, I can't get any money for them on eBay. This could be a viable choice for many of us. Those collectibles not as worth as much as I thought they were.
Okay.
Anymore.
Okay, bottom line?
Bottom line is, rent it. You should rent Hung for a couple of hours. You know what I mean?
All right. I don't know that I do, but...
Okay.
Anyways, there are so many other great TV shows coming out since everything is starting its new season now, so I think we need a rapid fire. All right, Chris, I'm going to give you 42 seconds on the clock.
42
Get through
seconds?
as many as you possibly can. You ready?
Okay, I'll try.
Ready, set, go!
Okay, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. This is one of the meanest comedies on TV, one of the best. I love it. Okay, bored to death, Zach Galifianakis. Can't get enough Zach. This is where you want to go. You got Office Season 7. This is Michael Scott's last season. Also includes the short film Threat Level Midnight, the movie. Then we've also got Spartacus, Gods of the Arena. It's the prequel to Spartacus. Sons of Anarchy, Bikers in a Way You Never. Fringe, which is awesome. Community is hilarious. Castle, Nathan Fillion. We love our Nathan. Can't get enough Nathan Fillion. Rescue Me. Rescue Me is also like, what is that? Big Bang Theory. If you love it. Big Bang Theory.
4, 3,
Nikita.
2,
and... I did it! I won!
Lots of podium. You did it! Congrats, Chris. For more Gore, follow him on Twitter at @ChrisGore. If having sex with a balloon sounds like a great idea, I'm really sorry for you.
Candace, I think you'll learn to love autoerotic inflation on today's WTF. Just give it a try.
Here at Attack of the Show, we're no stranger to the world of balloon fetishes. But whether you're a popper or not, there's an entire subgroup of balloon fetishists that we uncovered online devoted to only one thing: being inside giant balloons. Yeah, don't worry, we'll say it for you. What the They're called giant looners, and it's a subculture of balloon fetishism that revolves entirely around the act of getting in or being inside giant balloons. The term looner, or loonies, comes from the shortening of the word ballooner. Giant looners often attribute the origin of their attraction to a pre-sexual experience with balloons, often involving balloon popping by someone desirable. While giant balloons might not seem like your typical bondage and discipline act, domination and submission play a strong role in the arousal of these balloon enthusiasts. The act of being in a giant balloon is depowering for the person inside, thus allowing them to assume the role of the submissive in the relationship. Once inside a giant balloon, looners, or balloon knots as they're sometimes called, have a number of ways to keep themselves entertained. Some looners like to get inside while the balloon is still deflated and then inflate it from the inside. Others enjoy inflating a large number of smaller balloons from inside the larger one. But for most giant loonies, simply being inside the balloon is enough of a thrill for the womb-like sensation and experience that it gives them. The community of giant looners is strong, both on and offline. Because giant balloons are both hard to find and expensive, loonies have relied on the internet and group gatherings to meet like-minded balloon lovers. Balloon parties are typically the largest such gatherings, and they often culminate with giant balloon play. There are hundreds of websites and YouTube channels dedicated solely to inflating the hearts of giant loonies everywhere. So even if you are a bit loony for giant looners, we're not judging you, we're just asking, what the
360 Game of the Year is finally here.
Oh, yes. My Little Pony Rainbow Adventures. Roll it.
Gears of War 3. But you're close enough.
Okay. Please welcome back X-Play's Adam Sessler, everybody.
I feel like it's been a while.
It has been it's been a long while.
Have you been good?
We lost you? No, certainly not. Have you?
No.
Fantastic.
I mean, I'm always in danger, which is why I'm excited.
Well, you're in danger of having a fun overload, from what I hear. With Gears of War 3, it hit store shelves today.
Yes.
You've been playing it for a little while now?
Yes.
What say you, good sir?
Well, it's sure more satisfying than a Mayweather-Ortiz fight.
Oh!
Especially what you get for your money. Yeah.
This is the final
actually is
chapter,
about around the same price.
Yeah, it is.
It's about, 10 times the amount of content.
Well, let's talk about this content, though, because this is supposed to wrap up the story. This is supposed to be the final chapter for this Band of Brothers.
It is. It's actually a final enough chapter that I'm curious to see where the franchise is going to go. I don't know if Epic's going to make it, but Microsoft loves that money.
Oh, yeah. They'll spin it off into a kart racer and a real-time strategy game and everything else.
Like Super Bombad Gears Racer.
There you go.
There we go.
DLC coming soon.
Yeah.
How epic is this? No pun intended for the company that made it.
I actually found it epic. I think the story has opened up a lot of debate. I actually got quite sucked into it. I think I've realized I've come to like these characters, even though I found what happened in the first two games a little bit incomprehensible. But there's some really fun banter. It reminded me of like the last of the original Star Trek movies, where there's this sense of, this is probably going to end, and you can almost kind of hear it in the way they read their lines. Like there's a finality to all of it.
But they're not phoning it in. They're just having a good time and really enjoying the characters.
A really good time, yeah.
Now, what about the combat system? Because, look, as you can see, visually, of course, it's stunning. The sound design, amazing. The levels, you're not just in tight, cramped areas anymore. It's really open. But has the combat system, has the core gameplay actually evolved?
The core hasn't changed. I mean, it feels more precise. But I think where the combat improves is more the variety of enemies.
Right.
With the Lambent enemies, you have to treat them a lot more differently, especially because if you get too close, you're going to get damaged when they explode.
Right.
But those big, wide open areas, which really does help with the 4-player co-op, it really makes the single player a lot of fun because you have this sense of variety of how you can attack it. I mean, with Gears 2, that was a corridor crawl. It was just get over this barrier, and
hide, shoot, move on. Yeah.
It really feels like a lot of fun, and you feel like you're actually accomplishing something.
All right, what about the arsenal? What about some of the fun new weapons?
Yeah, let's see. The Retro Lancer. The targeting is terrible on this. Like, just the kickback, but you can charge them because it actually has it's a bayonet.
God, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's fun. But then I would always die.
Right, but you get your fun cinematic kill.
The Digger Launcher, this is a really... You first see it from the enemies. It'll go undercover, pop up, and explode. It's fun in the single player. I'm ready to strangle every 12-year-old that keeps on trying to get me with this in multiplayer.
Really? Are people spamming it like crazy?
It tends like... Once I think I have an excellent firefight, this just comes in. I'm like, there goes my...
Right, and they turn the tide. So will it go like underneath like that sandbag cover?
Right.
It'll dig underneath
exactly.
it?
It'll dig underneath, it'll pop up, it'll explode.
Okay.
So it is a lot of fun to use.
All right, now what about the silverbacks were something that were teased a lot?
Yeah.
I mean, we saw them kind of like in E3 videos, and they're like the big mech suits that you can hop in.
They're there. There's a couple of opportunities. It is a lot of fun. I mean, you move really slowly. It just kind of makes sense. And I kind of wish this was in the other Gears games because, one would think that if they have shoulder pads this big in this, in this civilization, they would have a mech suit.
They would have a mech suit as well, yeah. And I love that you can sort of hunker down and create like a bit of a shield and then fire rockets, which is nice. It's not just a Gatling gun on
There
wheels.
is some strategy.
Yeah.
Like you're not invincible in that.
All right, you mentioned the multiplayer.
Yes.
So for those that didn't get into the beta, I mean, how is the co-op and how is the competitive multiplayer?
Well, the competitive multiplayer works.
What?
Yeah.
Out of the box?
Look at that. Yeah.
Hey!
It's smooth.
They got dedicated
fun.
servers now, which is huge.
I think that's what's making a big difference.
Yeah.
I have not experienced anything horrible or bad at all, actually. I think the other thing is I forgot how much I like Gears multiplayer. I like the slower pace. It's kind of refreshing after what we have been playing for probably the past 2 years.
RC cars and kill streaks, you mean?
Yes, exactly. And I like the layout of a lot of the maps. They just seem to have a lot of thought. I think all those extra 6 months really went into that, and probably Horde and Beast.
Right. Well, and a lot of people loved Horde mode, and now it's back, but it has tower defense elements.
It has tower defense elements, but once again, the way the maps are designed, it's kind of fun and it fits in. It's not like you're doing the exact same Horde, but now there's a barrier. But I think the one that people will be talking about is Beast mode. Mike Leffler, who did the review, he kind of said it's more like a puzzle game. You have to figure out how to kind of work in concert to get over this next obstacle, and there's a real sense of discovery. I think as the weeks go on, we're going to see some really fun things come out of
Right. And the tactics that people are going to come up with as they're playing these different characters is going to be great. It sounds like you loved it on all fronts. I think the only gripe that I heard at all online was people saying, well, it's more of the same, but a lot of people love Gears, so you can't twist the formula too much.
If they completely revamped it, I don't think people would be very happy either.
No, exactly. So with that said, what's X-Play giving it?
It's a 5 out of 5.
Oh, nice.
It's an exceptional game.
Awesome.
If you like Marvel Comics and the country of Japan, you're in luck because G4 just happens to be running 4 Marvel anime series.
Well, that's nice. An all-new Iron Man and Wolverine premiere tonight at 11 p.m. Eastern.
Head to G4TV.com/Marvel for everything you could ever want to know about Marvel anime. Stay tuned. Carmen Electra is here to talk about it.
If I expose myself, will people throw beads? Will she throw beads? Will you throw beads?
Find out.
Okay.
Now.
What?
Just kidding.
What?
Just kidding. Just kidding.
You're gonna show your or not?
No.
Jump in with you.
Don't get my hair wet. Not like that. Your hands are so soft. I wish I had your boobs.
Oh, stop it. Your boobs are gorgeous.
Yeah, but yours are so perky.
Thanks, but I'd kill for that ass.
Carmen Electra, everybody.
Thank you.
Welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You did it. You did it.
I made it through.
Was that the Meisner method? What did you, wow, that could
It
be
was, as a matter of fact.
That could be the trailer, and that should be is that not the trailer? That needs to be the trailer. You put some 3D text on that, and I'm signing up. Wow,
was fun.
okay.
It was
so
really fun.
let us talk about this scene. Is that awkward for you to shoot that with because you tell me about it. Just talk to me about that, please. Just tell me everything about that scene.
It was really fun, but actually the poor girl, she was completely naked and...
Oh, that poor thing. That poor, terrible thing.
Poor girl.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, everyone from the set is just there watching.
Isn't that weird how that happens?
It's so weird.
People could care less about a production. Then there's a nude scene, and the guy from craft services is there mixing his pudding. Like, yeah, no, I gotta do this right here, right now. Keep shooting. Is that
Exactly.
So do you feel like you have to be protective over somebody like that?
I did.
Yeah.
I felt very protective over her.
So did you wrap her in a robe, or did you just kindly embrace her?
I think I attacked a photographer that was
Did you really?
hiding underneath. No.
Oh. I was like,
No, but there actually was. There was a on-set photographer, and he was kind of like hiding in the set, shooting pictures.
What a creeper. Do you happen to know his blog?
I do.
Can you give it to me after this interview? No, that's not cool. I mean, so this was, the movie is Mardi Gras, Spring Break.
That's right.
But, I mean, you had me at hello. But what is the premise at this Spring Break?
3 college students go on a road trip to Mardi Gras, and all their wild fantasies
They actually come true. The Mardi Gras that everybody wants to have, and then no one actually has when they go out there.
Yes.
You get drunk off one holy hand grenade, and then you're vomiting in Bourbon Street, and that's it. Have you done Mardi Gras? I mean.
No, I haven't actually, but it felt like it was Mardi Gras for real. I mean, we shot a scene, like a parade, and I was the queen of the parade, and I was on this huge float, and honestly, we didn't need extras at all, because people just started to party and follow us, and next thing you know, girls are going topless, beads are flying.
What? I need to get a float. Is it? So they just came on out, and did you allow them to like sort of be part of the scenes? Like, yeah, why not? And throwing beads out and stuff like that?
Absolutely.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
And so it wasn't during Mardi Gras that you were filming this then? It
No.
was like in June or something like that?
It was
You guys
just a
went out there?
regular night. Just a regular night.
Like, this guy owns a cafe. That guy's a lawyer, yeah, but he wants some beads, so give them to him.
Exactly.
I imagine you must get hit on relentlessly.
Sure.
Uh,
You must too.
no.
You're very.
God, no. Yeah, actually, the same guys who hit on you probably hit on me. It's never who you want. But is there a common tactic at this point? Do they try the pickup lines?
I've had some really bad pickup lines. For instance, one of the latest ones I've heard was, "Baby, baby, get down on your knees and smile like a donut."
What?
I took a minute, right? It took a minute. Yeah, but you liked it.
Does it have to do with glaze? Is that what?
That's exactly what.
God, okay, yeah. I really didn't get it. So.
Oh, you know? Okay,
so
yeah.
you immediately gave him your phone number, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Does that work? Do you want
No,
like this silly?
no, they're terrible. The one-liners are terrible. Yeah.
So what do you want? Someone to just come up and like, hi, pleasure to meet you.
Direct is
Can we
better.
have sex sometime?
No, not that direct.
Not that direct.
No, not that direct.
So where's the line?
I'm a good girl.
No, you're a great girl, and a great girl who also enjoys a tranny fight, which I love.
Yeah, I sure do.
All good girls enjoy tranny. What? Oh, was that not segue enough? Was that not good enough? What is this? What you were at? You actually witnessed tranny fights.
I did. Yeah, I was at the Hard Rock Hotel and went to go see this fight, and it was really interesting.
So this wasn't like in the lobby that you saw two trannies going at it. This was a sanctioned bout.
It was, and it was for charity. So two trannies got in the ring and put on their boxing gloves and boxed it out.
I love it. And I heard you're also going to Singapore. Is that because you fell in love with tranny fights and you want to see more of them? Or is this an unrelated project?
Unrelated, totally unrelated.
What's bringing you to Singapore?
Well, I'm not sure if I'm going yet, so we're jumping the gun a little bit. But I've been touring with the Pussycat Dolls. We've been doing sort of the original burlesque show, and so.
You do so much. Is that like? Would you call that a favorite, or is it the acting? Do you want the singing and dancing? Do you want to just manage a tranny that's a boxer? Like if you, because you do so, you don't sleep, which is incredible. Like you're so busy. You do when you're actually up, you're productive, which is mind blowing to me. Is there a favorite in your life?
I love dancing. Dancing's what I've known my whole entire life, so it just feels the most comfortable.
Well, you've danced your way into our hearts, Carmen Electra.
Aww.
You have.
Aww.
You're doing a little samba right here. It's an absolute pleasure to meet you. Thanks for coming on the program.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Carmen Electra, everybody.
Up next, are your personal downloads taking too long?
Oh, well, we'll show you how to hack your bathroom routine after the break. That was a poop joke.
Yes, it was. We going? Comedian Jim Norton will be here live.
Oh, I felt it. I felt it.
Coming up on Attack of the Show. Magicians Penn and Teller will be here at their new show, Penn and Teller Tell a Lie. Then we rate the LG Thrill 4G smartphone, which allows you to film in 3D on Gadgetron. And actress Azita Ganazada from the new sci-fi action show Alphas will be here live. Plus, we'll attend the Clone Wars Season 4 premiere. And the hilarious Natasha Leggero will be here live to talk about playing a bitchy assistant on the new show, Free Agents. See it starting Monday.
This week, go hack yourself, heads to the bathroom.
Yes, prepare to poop like you've never pooped before.
It's something we all do on a daily basis. A trip to the loo, hitting the head, number 1 or number 2, but you never think twice about it. You do the deed and go about your day. But the most basic of human habits has its inconveniences. So let's take a look at a few clever ways to hack your bathroom routine. Oh, the smell. Sometimes it's not so bad, but other times it's nuclear. But have no fear, there are simple ways to conquer the stink. First, there's the tried and true quick fix of lighting a match. The potent dose of sulfur dioxide that's expelled from a freshly lit match covers up the chemical that produces that fecal stank. But if that stench just won't go away, try filling a bowl with vinegar and placing it in the bathroom. Letting it sit for several hours will actually neutralize a whole range of smells that may be lingering in your loo. Or you can try an old trick used by realtors. Take 2 tablespoons of vanilla extract, put it in a coffee cup, and let it sit in an oven at a low 300 degrees. Before you know it, your entire house will smell like freshly baked cookies. And hey, that's a hell of a lot better than the elephant house at the zoo. We've all been there. Lost in a big city and not a public restroom in sight. For those dire emergencies, there's Clue, an app in development that will help you find a clean bathroom so you don't have to resort to the corner gas station. Clue is a community-based network that connects bathroom hosts with those in need. It's like couch surfing, but for toilets. It sifts through your social network connections and finds the nearest person who's offered up their home bathroom for a small fee. When you submit a request, the host is notified and you're only minutes away from a nice, clean place to, well, you know. Or if you're feeling generous, you'll be able to sign up to host on Clue and get freebies and discounts on bathroom supplies. That way you can have a fully stocked bathroom and be someone's angel. And finally, it's a problem that's long plagued humanity, the infamous poop splash. But there's actually a simple and scientific way to combat that unpleasant liquid blowback. When solid matter is dropped in liquids, the displacement creates a pocket of air that expels liquid upwards. The heavier the matter and the higher the drop, the worse the chance you'll get nailed with a splash of poo water. But worry not. There's a simple way to fight physics and keep your kisser dry. Take a small section of toilet paper, or the inside of those protective toilet seat covers, and carefully lay it on the water surface before you sit down to do your business. The thin paper barrier creates a shield that softens the fall by creating more surface tension. This significantly reduces the chances of splashback and will ensure a drier, cleaner trip to the toilet. So, there she blows. 3 quick and simple ways to be smarter about how and where you take care of business. They may not be life-changing, but your friends will appreciate the tips. Just don't bring them up at the dinner table.
Many thanks to our guests, Carmen Electra, Adam Sessler, Chris Gore, Chris Hardwick, and Candace Bailey, everybody. Thanks for being you. Look, they know I'm amazing, but really, thank you to you.
They know you're amazing.
Why don't you stick around, because Cops are going to start very soon.
Good night.
Bye. Toodles.